Hey, I'm Joel Nelson for Nelson Marine, and I'm standing at a dealership that is the epitome of full service, and really, they've done well by me for years and years, and I've gotten boats rigged here. They've not just put together the ultimate, the perfect fishing boat for me one time, they've done it many, many years in a row, and I just know you'll have a great experience with them too, because not only have they done it for me, they've been doing it since 1933, and that speaks volumes to what they've done as a family business, as a means of putting together a faithful customer base and really taking care of people, giving them what they need out of a boat, nothing more, nothing less, with service to spare. So let's check out inside some of the boats we've got to look at. Today we're checking out the Tyee, which is an incredible boat by Lund. It's a super popular boat, probably because it's really the Cadillac fish and ski model. It's one that if you're looking for an upper echelon boat and you want it to be versatile, you want it to run in big water or small, you want it to be something you can fish out of very seriously yet also have a seriously good time with the family, the Tyee is the one. And today we're looking at the 1875 Tyee. It's important to note this comes in a 1975 and a 2075. So if you really want to up the ante into the big water, get max space, you can move up into those models. But let's talk about some of the exterior features of the Tyee that make it the great boat that it is. And if you look, you see the strakes, but there's an additional strake here that gives you even better open water handling, a little bit more maneuverability. That IPS-2 hull is a really legendary hull from Lund, so seeing it on a boat like the Tyee, it's what you'd expect on there. And maybe one of the other things you notice right away is the substantial feel, size, thickness of the hull. You start to look at the gunnels and the width, and you've got a boat that's fairly tall in the sides, which makes it a really great family boat because it's so safe. And that extra width on the gunnels is going to help us when we get inside the boat, but more on that later. So continuing back, you can see all the great features that make a Lund a Lund. You see the double rivets on the corners. You see a boat that's built to last a lifetime. We've got that same hull system in the back with the flat pad, giving you a little bit more water density, improving your mileage on the fuel side of things, giving you a hole shot, and giving you open water performance that really was what you would expect from a boat like the Tyee. So when you got a boat this nice, you got to take it down the road, right? You got to show it off and get it to the next fishing spot. And what we've got is we've got a custom bunk trailer here. Comes with all the bells and whistles. We've got the ratcheting straps here to hold the load on securely. LED lights, and now we start talking about roller guides. We've got that to help you guide it onto the trailer, maybe in some rough water or wind conditions. The custom diamond plate finish, as well as the upgraded wheels, which is a really nice feature. It makes the whole unit, the whole package look that much more sharp. You continue all the way around to the other side. You even got a spare tire in case you have a flat. So this trailer really makes not just the rig stand out, but it complements it and it gets it down the road in style. You know, one of the things that makes a boat like the Tyee as good as it is its performance on the big water. Now, you wouldn't have that without a power plant like we've got on the back end here. It's a Merc Pro XS and 200 horse. That's max horsepower rating for this 1875 Tyee. And let me tell you, it not just pushes the load along, but it really helps with doing the things that the Tyee does well, which is fish and ski, right? You've got the ski pile on there, able to tow anybody from tubers to skiers quite easily. And then we've got the pan-mounted ladder on the back end that really helps people be able to get in and out of the boat. That makes it nice for your skiers, your tubers, your swimmers. And when they're underway, on the way to the spot, on the way to go ski, on the way to fish, you've got these great big aft flip-up seats. And I've talked to you about it before. It's a really great feature that makes it ultra comfortable. And it makes it such that these become maybe some of the preferred seats in the entire cabin because they lean back just a touch. They're not vertical, right? They lean back. Lund has an advanced hinge system back in there that can support a little bit of lean, which makes for a much more comfortable ride. Let's take a look at the live well. And in the Tyee, it is just cavernous. You've got it big enough to be able to fit some of the largest predator species. You also have a divider in here if you want to fish for things like bass, maybe some crappies. You can divide your catch up between multiple anglers. You look and see some of these custom options. You've got the tool holders. You've got the comfort and ability to lean back in the seats, but also cup holders as well as some handles here for your passengers. And really what that allows is not just for you as the pilot to be able to have fun and just forget about everything but fishing or driving the boat, but it allows your anglers in here, it allows your family to be comfortable, and comfort is king when it comes to the Tyee. You know, one of the things that we mentioned here is that the Tyee has a pretty substantial hull, and you can see how wide these gunnels are and also how tall, and that creates some added extra storage for you. It's just as wide as it is deep, as it is long, so there's a lot of options for storage there. So for the flooring options, you can do the standard vinyl, or you can add snap-in carpeting or a marine mat. It's really your choice to dress it up however you want. So underneath this top hider, you've got a sport top that can help protect you from the sun and the rain. On the other side, I've got a complementary locking side storage. This one has some rod tubes in it. That makes it really nice for some of your longer trolling rods, right? And you've also got your light system. There's a whole bunch of storage in here, and you really use it the way you want to. Now, that part of the cockpit, the sides, combined with the massive floor space, allows you options for multiple chairs. This one comes with 3. You can add a 4th one. You tack on the aft flip-up seats with all the seats in here. You've got a boat that not just takes you to the fishing hole, but hauls lots of people to do it with you. Rod storage on the Tyee is a little bit different than some of the other models, in that it's in the floor. Now that offers a few nice features because number one, it frees up where the center console storage would have been, but it also still gives you that same 10 rod capacity while allowing a spot to slip under some skis, maybe some longer items. It gives you a ton of different long storage options besides just the rods because it is so wide, and that makes it really nice for the fish and ski part of what we're doing here. Sitting at the wheel of a boat like this is a dream come true for so many different anglers and boaters alike, and it really starts with having that full panel, that gauge out in front of you, yet still being able to see through the windshield and have room to mount electronics. You've got all your buttons and systems where you need it. You also see the start of the Sport Track system continuing back. So again, that continues throughout the full boat, just like in so many other Lund models. Add all kinds of storage, add cup holders, add rod holders without having to bolt in, and also being able to slide them forwards and backwards. It makes it really nice. You also see here in the Tyee, you've got a lot of those same cubbies and compartments, places to stuff things. That's super important. You've got, again, another dash that's very nice. It's got some slip resistance top on here. If you want to, maybe have a cell phone on here when you're underway, it's not going to slip and fall away. If you open up this cubby, you also see just, again, a ton of space. You've got cup holders, and you got a nice handle here with some chrome accents and features. It really is what contributes to the fit, finish, and trim of the Tyee, and what makes it what it really is. The Tyee is a boat that's built for entertaining. It's gonna be a boat that you're gonna have a lot of people in. You're gonna wanna show this thing off, and you're gonna need extra spaces, extra small little compartments to stuff everything from sandwiches to sunglasses. And you've got storage all over this thing, but in those 2 spots, another thing you see is an extra step up. And that's really nice, and a lot of the older anglers and some of the folks that maybe don't enjoy the great big steps like doing 2 small steps up to the front of the bow. That makes it a little bit easier to get up into, a little bit easier to fish out of. So in the Tyee, you've got a model that's fish and ski through and through, but screams of comfort. As I step my way up into the bow, you can see what I mean. There is seat cushions, there's cushions for your back. If you flip these cushions, one of the first things you're gonna see is you're gonna see an extra compartment here, which is actually live well. So that's really nice if you're an angler fishing for panfish out of the front end, wanna keep a couple, you've got a live well there. And you have a lot of the same great storage options, again, making full use of every inch of space in this boat. That doesn't just stop with the deck, it also continues into the nose where you've got a little bit of space to tuck things like a trolling motor, foot pedal, and then to the sides where you're starting again to talk about stuffing sweatshirts, extra snacks, things that you're gonna need while you're fishing. Really, again, this isn't just fish, it isn't just ski, it isn't just comfort, it's all of them together, really making the Tyee the versatile boat that it is. Again, it's one of Lund's best sellers. It's a great big water boat again because it goes all the way up to 2075. The tall sides, the deep gunnels, the wide gunnels make it a great family boat. It's a super play if you're looking for something high end to fish and ski out of and enjoy it through and through. If you see something on this boat that you don't want, or if you're lacking some things and want to add it in, talk to the folks at Nelson Marine. They are experts at customizing a boat package that works for you, not just for your budget, but also works for your fishing needs, for your family needs, for your skiing needs. The folks at Nelson's will make sure that you get what you want for the price you want.